Hey there, Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage and WDBO Radio. And here's the three big things you need to know. First big thing you need to know is I have taken on a new radio show. I'm not leaving WDBO, but I'm taking on WFLA on 540. It's also got a couple of other syndicated channels that I'll be on, including iHeartRadio. And I'd love for you to tune in and watch my own show on Saturdays at 2 o'clock. I'm going to be previewing local builders, local real estate agents that have something to bring to the table. And I'm really excited about my new show called The Lone Ranger Radio. So that's number one thing I'm very excited about. Number two thing is this is about Fannie Mae guidelines. Now, I don't care if you're a real estate agent, a builder, or if you are somebody that's looking to purchase or refinance a house. This is super important to you because if you are furloughed, all right? You've been out of work, COVID, let's just say for 4 or 5 months, right? And you now are called back to work, but your work hours are fluctuating even at a little bit, right? You normally working 40 hours, now you're working 37, 39, 34. You are going to have your income averaged over the entire year, which is ridiculous. I'm not big on this guideline, but it's Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and HUD's guideline. Now, if your hours are consistent, then you're okay to use current hours. So if you are considering buying a home, you're going to want to make sure you don't fluctuate in hours at all, or it's going to be a problem for you. All right, number three big thing you need to know is I've run into a recent situation where I had a client that was buying a home that they already lived in and had done a lease with an option to purchase or a lease purchase contract. And they were paying the seller a certain amount of money for rent and then a certain amount of money toward the purchase of the house. Be aware that regardless of the arrangement that you make with the seller and how much money you give them, only the amount that is over and above the average rent that is typical for the area that you're purchasing in can go toward the down payment or closing costs to be paid by the seller, or considering the money that you would have in escrow. So let's just say that you are living in a home that's $300,000 and you plan on buying it, and the typical rent in there is $2,000 a month. Well, if you're paying $2,000 a month and the seller is putting $500 a month away out of that $2,000 towards your purchase, you can't use any of it if the average rent's $2,000. Now, if you're paying $3,000 and the average rent's $2,000, then $1,000 a month that you're paying toward the down payment can be contributed toward either your down payment or your closing costs paid by the seller, money already in escrow. Just keep that in mind. It's a little tricky, and I hate to get too esoteric on these three big things you need to know, but I'm running across that situation, and I see it from time to time, and I will just want to make sure that you guys are all safe and know what the current guidelines are. You know, if you ever have any questions, feel free to give me a call. You can always reach me at the office at 407-869-8830, or visit me on my website at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Those are the three big things you need to know, and I can't wait to hear from you soon. Thanks again for all your loyalty, and the Lone Ranger is always here to help you and guide you through your process so we can make sure we get you to a closing table smoothly and on time. Have a great day.